Fine. Okay, recording in progress. So as you can see here, we finished last week, not last week, actually 2 weeks ago, speaking about should, and also how to tell advices to your friends using should. And there are some expressions where you can use while giving advices. So I think the guest here, can you speak? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hi.
Okay, that's really good. So because the audio or the video is recorded, maybe we can begin the lesson. Today we are going to go to page 140 to check some grammatical tips that will help you to give advices. So let's go to page 140. Okay. I think, yes, 20 pages left. Okay. Should, it's very important. And I want to ask Ms. Zainab. Ms. Zainab, why do we use should? To give what?
To give advice.
Exactly, to give advice. Can you give me an example?
You should you should drink milk in the morning.
Yeah, very good. That's an advice. You should drink milk in the morning. Do you drink milk in the morning?
I drink milk, but not in the morning.
Okay, but why you give this advice then?
It's for
Okay.
children.
Okay, so as you can see, let's see here some tips and some information about how do we use should and shouldn't to give advices for people around us, friends, colleagues, or members in your family. So I need Ms. Zainab, if you want, maybe you can read the examples here and take your time.
Silently?
No, no, not silently. I want you to read them out loud.
Okay.
Mhm.
You should wear a suit to the interview. I
Mhm.
think you should change your job.
Mhm.
I don't think you should speak to her.
Mhm.
He is very stressed. He shouldn't work so
Mhm.
hard.
Mhm.
You shouldn't drink coffee in the evening. It will keep you awake.
Awake. Very good. So that's really good.
Mm.
So I will repeat these sentences and check the pronunciation because it's very important. So you should wear a suit to the interview. You should wear a suit in the interview or to the interview. I think you should change your job. I think you should change your job. I don't think you should speak to her. I don't think you should speak to her. He's very stressed. He shouldn't work so hard. You shouldn't drink coffee in the evening. It'll keep you awake. So as you can see here, should the highlighted ones are followed by the infinitive. What is the infinitive here? Can anybody, or maybe I think only Ms. Zainab can speak. So now I will ask Ms. Zainab because she is a guest and I hope all students here welcome her. But what is the definition of the infinitive?
Infinitive, it means to plus verb.
Exactly, verb. Or maybe another definition is the base form of the verb, the base. It means, for example, we have go and we have went and we have gone, right? So we have three shapes of the verb. Verb 1, verb 2, and verb 3. 1, 2, 3. So if I ask Ms. Zainab, where is the infinitive here?
Infinitive is go.
Exactly. So after should or shouldn't, we should use verb 1, as you can see in the examples here. So let me read some of the tips here, grammatical tips, and I will read them. Use should or shouldn't plus verb infinitive without to give somebody advice or say what you think is the right thing to do. Should and shouldn't is the same for all persons. Like you can say, I should, you should, we should, they should. And also, we often use I think you should. I think you should. I think you should is more polite. For example, if you are speaking with your friend or with your colleague and you want him or you want to give him or her an advice, you should start with I think you should or I don't think you should. So you should be careful about that. So let's move to another uh, uh, tip here. Ought to. Ought to is not so similar to should, so most people don't use it like should, but we need to highlight this one. You can also use ought to or ought not to instead of should or shouldn't. For example, you ought to wear a suit. You ought to wear a suit. It is similar to saying you should wear a suit. And the next example, he ought not to work so hard. He ought not to work so hard. It is similar saying he shouldn't work so hard. So is it clear? Zainab, I think you are the only one who can actually talk.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's clear.
Very good.
How are you,
Perfect.
Mahmoud? How are you?
I'm good. How are you? So let's say
fine.
here, Sulaiman, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So let's start
you.
conversating if you want with Sulaiman. How are you? Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Very
And
good.
you, sir?
I'm having great time. Thank you very much for asking. Can I ask you how was your weekend? How is the new year? Is everything okay? Can you tell us?
Everything, yeah. Conclusion, everything, it's okay.
Mhm.
I'm so happy to continue with you sharing about your
Mhm.
culture.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Very good.
so
Very good.
it's good, thank you.
Did anything change since the beginning of the new year about your life, about your work?
No, it's same,
The same.
not different.
Not
That's more
different.
different. That's more different, yeah.
Very good. Now I want to ask you a question. What are your hopes and dreams, or your, for example, plans for the new year? Do you have any plans to do?
Last year,
Mhm,
yeah, the first year to up to last year,
mhm. Yes.
what
No.
I do plan.
Yes. If you actually set
Okay.
new plans for the new year, have
Yeah,
you?
yeah. Maybe I buy a new car
Mhm,
and I finish my I finish my master
mhm,
in university.
mhm,
Yes,
mhm.
this year
Very good.
just.
Very good. So now your plan is now to get a new car.
Yeah, and I want to finish my university.
Mhm,
Just this is my mind now. My
mhm.
mind.
Very good. Suleiman, I would like you to welcome a guest. She is a colleague of mine at my school. So if it is acceptable just to join this class, so I want to ask Ms. Zainab this question. So the same question, Ms. Zainab, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So now the same as Suleiman, do you have any plans for the new year?
Yeah, I'm thinking to move from my home to another home
Mhm. Well, can you tell us why?
because because
Mhm,
this
mhm, mhm.
شو مال أصحاب البيت.
Actually, you can say the house owner. The house owner.
Yeah. The house owner asking me, he wants to rebuild this building because it's old building.
Oh. Well, I hope you get a better house, and I think it's maybe something good for you.
Thank you so much, Mr.
You're welcome. Now let's move to a very important lesson today. and I will try to highlight some information regarding to this grammatical topic, which is conditional, first conditional. As you can see now, we need to explain what a condition means. A condition. A condition means there must be something in order to do something else, right? That is a condition. For example, we use if in English, okay, to state a condition. So if is very important here to establish or to create a conditional sentence, a conditional sentence. Now, the first conditional, okay, must follow a certain pattern that you have to remember. And I will tell you this pattern right now. We use if plus present simple, present simple, plus here is the first part, okay? Is it clear? Hello, Sulaiman, is it clear?
Hello, sir. Yes, it's clear. Yeah.
Very good. So this is the first part of the sentence, is to use if plus present simple. Now we move to the next part. The next part here is you have to use if present simple plus here the next part is to use will, okay, or want to explain plus verb 1, which is the infinitive. This is how you can actually create a conditional sentence. So most of the time we use it for prediction. Prediction. Do you know the meaning of prediction, Sulaiman?
Actually, no, sir.
Prediction is like to predict about the future, that something might happen in the future.
Yeah, what will happen? What would happen in future, right?
Yes, exactly. That might happen or will happen in the future.
Yeah, I see.
Also we can use can, okay, or get, the next part, okay, here, if you want to explain more about their future. So now I will read the examples for you that follow the same pattern I wrote here. Ready? So, Sulaiman, I would like you to begin reading the sentences here.
Okay, the first one. If I miss the last bus, I'll get taxi.
Exactly.
If you tell her the train,
Truth.
right?
Truth.
Sorry, I can see. Yeah. She won't believe you. Okay, what will you do if he doesn't call you?
Exactly. So as you can see here, be careful that every time we use if, it should be followed, or it must be followed with a verb, right? Can you see miss, tell, if you can see here? Exactly. And doesn't call. At the next part of the sentence, the next part should be actually add will here, as you can see. So, Sulaiman, I want you to create your own sentence using if.
Okay. The second now?
Yes, if you want.
Read.
Can you think of a sentence where you can use if in it?
If, okay. If you play football last month, I will I never played this one.
Well, I will help you with I will help you
Yeah,
because
please.
I think it's not correct. So I will help you creating new sentences using if, but you should follow this pattern. For example, look, we have something really important here where we can actually have more information about using if. So as I said, if, then we can add present simple. If you study hard. Okay, now this is the first condition, right? If you study hard. Can you complete the sentence, Mr. Suleiman?
If you study hard,
Mhm.
The first sentence, can you complete, please? And I can, second sentences, I can complete, please.
Mhm.
If you allow me.
Exactly,
Can you
sure.
complete?
Sure, I
Yeah,
will complete it.
okay.
If you study hard,
Yeah.
you will pass the exam, right? Full stop. So now, as you can see, the first sentence here is in the present simple, as you can see.
Yeah.
And the next
And
part
then-
after the comma, can you see the comma here?
Yes.
The comma. After the comma, we should actually use will plus the infinitive. Will plus the infinitive. Will pass the exam. I will give you another example. Ready? Mhm. If you come to my party, can you complete it?
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Mhm.
If you come to my party, I will happy.
I will be happy. Very good.
Will be happy.
Exactly. Very good. So if you come, this is present simple, as you can see.
Yeah.
I will be happy. Do you understand here?
Yes.
Mhm. Now let's go to Miss Zainab. Miss Zainab, can you listen? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay, so now I want to ask you a question here using the conditional sentence. What will happen? What will happen if you miss the school bus?
If I miss the school bus, I will take a taxi.
Exactly. Thank you very much. So if I miss the bus, comma, remember, comma, I will call a taxi or I will get a taxi. I will get a taxi. So is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Yes. Now let's move to another form. Can you see the comma here?
Yes.
The comma here is important if we start the sentence with if. But if we begin the sentence like this, look, I will get a taxi if I miss the bus. Can you tell me what
Yes,
is the difference between?
You write off, not if. Spelling.
The spelling.
Right?
Sorry.
Spelling.
Yeah. If. What is the difference between the two sentences? Sentence number 1, sorry, and sentence number 2. What's the difference?
Opposite.
What has changed? Something changed, right?
Yeah. In the meaning, it's same meaning, not different.
Yes.
But the part, yeah, in the different part, like words.
There is no comma, right?
No comma, right? Yes.
Yes. This is important. There is no comma. So you should be careful.
When put the first sentences, we can put the comma, but when the second part, not put the comma, right?
Exactly, we don't. If we start the sentence with I will. So every time if we start the sentence with if, comma is needed, comma is necessary. Okay, but if we don't start, if is in the middle, if is in the middle, we don't use a comma. So is it clear?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's clear.
Very good. So let's move on to another tip or another grammatical topic. So I need from Miss Zainab to read number 2 here.
If you don't go, she won't be very pleased.
Very
She
good.
won't be very pleased if you don't go.
Exactly. Thank you very much. What is the meaning of pleased?
Pleased,
Mhm.
happy.
Very good. Well done. Continue reading the second sentence. Oh, sorry,
Which
you
one?
read it. You read it. Sorry. Now, number 3, Mr. Sulaiman.
If you miss the last bus,
Mhm.
comma,
Mhm.
get a taxi.
Mhm.
If you miss the last bus, comma,
Mhm.
you can get a taxi.
Very good. Excellent. So is it clear?
Yes.
Very good. So let's go back to another topic here. We stopped at should, and now let's go to page 159. Now 159 is vocabulary, where we can use more words that can describe or can help you to actually make a conversation. Now there is a verb in English that is so confusing. Actually, it is get. Get. Now get is very important in English. I will read. Get is one of the most common verbs in English. It has several different meanings. Example, arrive, become, and can also be used with many prepositions or adverbs with different meanings. For example, get up or get on with. Let me explain. I will read for you the examples. Now, let's move to this. I will read the examples, and your job is to show me the pictures, match with the pictures. Ready?
You ready? Yes.
Okay, now the first one is get angry. It means to become. Get angry. We use get here. If the meaning is to become, we use adjective or past participle. It means verb 3. And if we use adjective or past participle, it means to become. To become. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, now the first one, Suleiman, get angry. Get angry. Which picture?
Picture 5.
Picture 5, get angry. Now, let me ask you a question. When do you get angry?
When I lost this laptop.
What?
Your laptop.
Could you repeat?
When I wasting your laptop.
Actually, I couldn't
When-
understand. So could you
When
please?
when I not come to your lecture.
Lecture, you mean?
Lecture, yeah, maybe.
Sorry. So when I don't
Lecture.
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 Not lecture. 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 You mean a lesson, right? So
yeah,
it's
lecture.
It's lecture.
Lecture.
Very good. So you get angry when you miss my lecture. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now let me ask Ms. Zainab this question. Ms. Zainab, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So when do you get angry?
I get angry when I talk to someone is stupid.
Okay. do you get angry when the school bus doesn't come?
No,
It's
no,
normal.
I get a taxi.
You get a taxi. Very good. Now let's move to get another here. So can you see get plus adjective? Angry is adjective. So get angry means to become angry. So now let the second one with Miss Zainab, get divorced. Get divorced. So now I will scroll to the pictures. If you can see, Which picture means get divorced?
3.
3, very good. Now, thank you. Now let's move to Sulaiman. Get fit, get fit.
Get the picture 6.
Picture 6, picture 6, very good. Now, Miss Zainab, get lost.
Get lost. Maybe 1.
1? No, 1, I think it's here. Get nervous, it's written.
No, sorry. 4,
Mhm.
4.
4, yes, because
4.
look, the man is holding a map. A man is
Yeah.
holding a map and he doesn't know where to go. Okay, now let's move to here, Mr. Sulaiman. Get married.
Get married, picture 2.
Picture 2, very good. So do you understand this part?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Very good. Now the second part is to get plus become means here comparative. Comparative is the adjective here, comparative, like er. Do you know? Get better, get colder, or get worse. Now, get better, get better. So which picture means get better?
me or Mr. Sulaiman?
Mr. Sulaiman.
Okay. Maybe number 7, picture number
7,
7.
exactly, because as you can see, the
Because the
sales,
more sales, yeah.
exactly, more sales. Now, Miss Zainab, get colder.
9.
9, very good. And Mr. Sulaiman, get worse.
Maybe the picture 9, 10, 8.
8, very good. 8, because as you
Yeah.
can see, the sales
Because
dropped.
the
And
lost sales, yeah.
exactly, very good. Now, this is if we have comparative, better, colder, worse. Now, the next one is get. It means here to buy something or to obtain. Obtain is similar to have. For example, Miss Zainab, get a job. Get a job. Which one actually means
Yeah.
to get a job?
Get a job. Let me check, please. Job center, 11.
11, exactly, job center, and now he has something like a letter and he's happy. Now, let's move to Mr. Sulaiman. Get a newspaper.
A newspaper, the picture 12.
12 means to get a newspaper. Now, get a ticket, Miss Zainab.
12.
12, very good. I know, get a ticket is not number 12. Because in number 12, she is getting a newspaper.
Okay, 10, 10.
10, exactly. 10, he is getting a ticket. Now, let's move to the next one. Get plus preposition. Preposition like in, on, at, up. We call them phrasal verbs. So, now, Mr. Sulaiman, get on or get off a bus.
The picture number 50.
15, very good.
15.
Now, 15, very good. And what about you, Ms. Zainab? Get on well with someone.
Get on well, maybe 13.
13, very good. I will explain get on well because it's very important. Now, if you have a friend or if you have a person and you get on well with him or her, that means you feel comfortable with her, comfortable with him. You can talk about your problems. You are really good friends. So do you understand the meaning?
Yeah, understand the meaning. It's easy.
Very good. So let me ask this question to Mr. Sulaiman. Ready?
Ready.
Who do you get on well?
Like this moment, I will.
Yeah, maybe in your
Like
in your life, for example.
when I listening you lecture.
Thank you. No, it doesn't mean you feel comfortable. It's like with a person, you can be a friend to him. For example, I will give you an example.
Yeah.
I get on well with, let me say, with Mustafa. Mustafa is my best friend. So I can see I got on well with him or her. We are good friends.
Okay. I get on well with my wife.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. What about you, Ms. Zainab? Do you have a person in your life where you can get well, where you get on well with him or her?
I get on well with my friend.
Children.
Yes, with my friend. Very good. Very good. Can you tell me who is that friend?
Mr. Abdulrahman.
Mr. Abdurrahman, very good, very good, excellent. We all get on well with him. Very good. Now, the next phrasal verb is get up. It's number 14, as you can see. Now, let's move to arrive. The next one, if we get to somewhere, is like a place. It means to arrive. Okay. So now, Mr. Sulaiman, get home.
Get home. Picture number 18.
18. Well, I don't think so, because they are going to school, number 18. And look, the students are
Yeah.
unhappy, sad.
Yeah.
So which
Number.
Mhm.
This student is not happy because they go to school, but when
Exactly,
we finish,
they
yeah,
feel happy.
he will be happy.
Exactly. It's
Yeah,
like me. It's like me and Miss Zainab. Whenever we leave school, we feel happy.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
The
Mhm,
answer, get home. The
mhm.
picture number 16.
16. As you can see, the lady
Yeah,
here is smiling. As you
yeah,
can see, she is
yes,
happy. Now, get to school is number 18, and get to work is number
17.
17. Why?
Because in office, yeah,
Because it's early. There is a clock at 9 o'clock.
Exactly. And look, she is not
yeah,
so
and
happy. The lady is not so happy. She is not
not happy. Yeah,
she is not
yes,
smiling.
different face.
Different face. Perfect. Now, let's explain. I will explain to you get, receive. It means to receive something, to get something. Miss Zainab, where is the picture that means get an email?
Number 19.
19. Very good. Get a present, Mr. Sulaiman.
Where's it?
Get a present. Which picture?
Get a present. Yeah. Picture.
Picture 21. As you can see here, this is a gift, a
21.
present. And finally, to get a text message is number 20. Number 20. So I will now play an audio for you where you can practice pronunciation. It's here. So let's move to it. Ready?
Yeah, we are ready.
Very good. So let's move to it.
3.55. Get. 5.
Get angry.
3.
Get divorced.
6.
Get fit.
4.
Get lost.
2.
Get married.
1.
Get nervous.
7. Get better. 9. Get colder. 8. Get worse. 11.
Get a job.
12.
Get a newspaper.
10.
Get a ticket.
15. Get on a bus. Get off a bus. 13. Get on well with. 14. Get up. 16.
Get home.
18.
Get to school.
17.
Get to work.
19. Get an email. 21. Get a present. 20. Get a text message.
Okay, that's it for the audio. Now I will give you a break for 10 minutes and then we can continue. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we will make a coffee.
Okay, that's good. See you then. Well, hello again. I hope you are ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Very good. What about you, Mr. Sulaiman? Where are you? So let's wait for him to join and then we can get started. Where is the page? Which page were we? Which page were we? So I guess we need to wait for Mr. Sulaiman to join. So let's wait. We need to wait more. So So for that time, for him to join, we need to actually have a conversation here. After we understood the verb get here, I have some questions for all of you. First of all, I will read the first question. And I guess Ms. Zainab is here, so maybe she can answer this question. So are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Very good. Now, let me ask you the first question. When was the last time you got a present?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The last time, maybe last month.
Last month. And what was it?
It's a ring.
A ring. It was a ring. And who was it from?
My friend.
My friend. It was from my friend. Very good. Now, the next question, and I will also ask this question to you. Now, the question is, would you like to get fitter?
No.
Okay. And what do you and what do you think you should do?
If I want to get fitter, I can play some sports like this.
Very good. I can do some sports.
I can do.
Very good. Now the third question. What website do you use if you want to get tickets, for example, to travel or maybe
Big Boss.
Big Bus? What is that?
It's website.
It's a website. Is it a Turkish website?
Yeah.
Ah, nice. Is it easy?
Yeah.
Is it fast?
Yeah.
Very good. Now, question number 4. Now, do you know the meaning of get on with? Do you remember?
Who do you get with? No.
Mr. Abdurrahman,
Maybe.
do you remember you told me you get on well with Mr. Abdurrahman, right?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, okay.
Okay,
But that get well.
no, not
Get
get
on
well.
with.
It means, hello, Mr. Suleiman. It means to get on with somebody.
I guess it's
Mm.
good on well. Okay, get on with. Okay.
Very good. Now,
Who do you get on with best in your family?
Mhm.
This is my sister.
Your sister. Okay, now the next question, is there anybody you don't get on with?
In my family?
No, maybe in general.
Yeah, a lot.
Who?
After I tell you.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so let me move to the same question to Mr. Suleiman. Mr. Suleiman, are you ready?
I'm ready, sir.
Very good. Now the same question. Who do you get on with best in your family?
My mother.
My mother. Very good. Can you make a sentence, a full sentence?
I can.
Go ahead.
I can.
No, like for example, can you say I get on with my mother very well?
Yeah.
Okay, now the next question. Is there anybody you don't get on with?
My friend, his name Nabil.
Nabil. But you said he is your friend. So it means don't get well, don't get on
Okay.
with maybe someone maybe you don't like, or someone
Yes.
you okay.
My
Okay.
his name
So,
Nabil.
why don't you get on with him? Why? Is there a reason?
Because it's very noise.
Noisy.
Yeah, noisy.
Very good, very good. So here we need to maybe make a conversation, maybe more about why you get on with somebody and why you don't get on with somebody else. For example, I will start with myself. Ready?
Okay.
One of my best friends, his name is Mustafa. He is from Syria. He has been my friend for maybe, I guess, 10 years or 12 years. And we actually didn't stop chatting. We chat every day. And I get on with him very good for so many reasons. The first reason is that we share many similarities. We share the same common things. For example, he likes the same music I like. He plays video games and I play video games. He is so educated. He loves books. He is so creative. So yes, I get on with him very good. Another reason why I don't get on with somebody, I will not give a name, for example, but let me say I don't get on with someone because he is noisy, untidy. For example, he speaks slowly. So you can give any reasons you want if you get on with somebody or if you don't get on with somebody else. Is it clear?
It's perfect. Yeah.
So can you do the same, Mr. Sulaiman?
I can really. It's very difficult.
So now you understood what I said. Maybe you just tell me a friend that you get on well with him and tell me why.
Why he noisy?
No.
Or why he's
no. Why you get on with him? Why do you feel, yes, I can be a friend to that guy? Because of many reasons.
Because every day he come to my office and he say words negative and he very noisy.
So you don't get on with him because he comes to your office.
Don't get.
And he is noisy.
Yeah, and he every day words negative.
Negative
not
words.
positive.
Not positive. I understand.
Words, yeah.
I understand. The same question to Miss Zainab. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You told us that you get on well with Mr. Abdurrahman at school, but can you tell us why? Why you get on with him like very well?
Because he is love every day, in the morning, in the evening, every day.
Mhm.
He is love.
So he gives
He
you
smile.
positive. Ah, very good. So he gives you positive energy.
Yeah,
Very
of
good.
course.
Excellent. Now, Mr. Sulaiman, are you ready for the fifth question?
Yes.
The question is,
If
how do you get to work? How do you get to work?
I get by my car.
By car. And how long does it usually take you?
Take a time.
Yes, the time. How usually does it take you?
Just 20 minutes.
So it takes you 3 minutes only.
20
minutes. 20 minutes. So begin with this. It takes me to get to school or to get to work
Work
50
by
minutes or
car.
20. Exactly. To get to work 20 minutes, for example. Or for this question, I get to work by bus or by car. I get to work
By bus.
by bus,
It takes
by
to get
car, by bike, for
20.
example. Yes, you can say that. The same question to Miss Zainab. How do you get to school? Or how do you get to work?
I get to work by bus.
And how long does it usually take you?
10 minutes.
Can you please make a full sentence?
It takes to get to work to 10
to
minutes.
school.
10 minutes. Very good. Now, let's move to Mr. Sulaiman. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
What's the first thing you do when you get home from work or from school?
I take off my clothes.
I take off my clothes. I take off my clothes. Very good. Now, let's move to Ms. Zainab. What's the first thing you do when you get home from school?
I closed my windows for my home
Very good. So why do you open your windows when you leave then?
because this is the old building.
Ah, because it's
Yeah.
an old building. Very good.
Mm.
Now let's move to number 7. And are you ready, Mr. Sulaiman?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now, number 7, do you have a good sense of direction or do you often get lost?
You have a good sense of direction. What does it mean, sir?
I will explain in English. For example, when you go outside, you can remember how to go to places, like how to go right, how to go left. You know Istanbul, for example.
Yes.
And or do you often get lost? You know, like, oh my God, I don't know where to go.
Yeah. Yes. Do you have a good sense of directions? Yes.
Yes, I
Or
do.
do you often get lost? Yes, I do.
Mhm.
Or do you often get lost? Yes. When I come before 4 years, yes,
Mhm, mhm.
I often get lost
Very good.
when I
Perfect.
come to.
Very good. Perfect. A perfect answer. The same question goes to Miss Zainab. And the question is, do you have a good sense of direction or do you often get lost?
Yeah, I use map.
Ah, you use GPS map. So, but the
GPS.
question is, do you have a good sense of direction or you get lost? You don't know where to go.
No, I have a good sense of direction.
Very
I
good.
didn't get lost.
Very good. Perfect. Perfect. But you are so terrible at crossing the roads.
Yes.
Miss Zainab is very terrible, Mr. Sulaiman, when she crossed the roads. She doesn't look left or right. So
Yes.
that's so so every time, because we go to school together, Mr. Sulaiman, so every time I tell her, hey, be careful, left, right, please cross the road. So now the next question to Mr. Sulaiman. Now the question is, how many emails or text messages do you get a day?
Okay. Maybe 5 emails.
5
5
emails.
email.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are they mostly from friends?
No, sir.
From whom?
From my work.
From my work. And do you usually reply immediately?
Yes.
Very good. Can you say, yes, I usually reply immediately?
Yes, I usually reply immediately.
Very good. Now the same question goes to Ms. Zainab. Are you ready?
Yeah.
How many emails or text messages do you get a day?
Maybe 2 or 1, like this.
What about the school groups?
Yeah, text messages. Yeah, you mean WhatsApp all programs. Okay, I guess this is text message only.
Only. Text messages only, like for example, 2 or 3, right?
Yeah.
And are they mostly from friends?
Yeah, from friends in school. Like this.
And do you usually reply immediately?
Yeah, of course.
Very good.
I usually reply immediately.
Very good. Now let's move to another thing. And here I need you to write if you want. Here I want you to write. So before we go to the writing exercise, let me explain this. Goodadvice.com. Post your problems here and you'll get advice from all over the world. I will read. Ready? My best friend wants to borrow some money to help her buy a car. I have the money and she says she will pay me back next year. But I'm worried that it's not a good idea to lend money to friends. What should I do? The next problem. My friend Anna has gone away on holiday for 2 weeks, and I'm looking after her cat. Yesterday, I couldn't find the cat anywhere. My friend is coming home in 3 days. I'm desperate. Should I phone her now and tell her? What should I do? So before we go to the writing exercise, I need from Ms. Zainab to read the first part again.
My best friend wants to borrow some money to help her buy a car. I have the money and she says she will pay me back next year, but I'm worried that it's not a good idea to lend money to friends. What should I do?
Thank you. Perfect reading. Let's move to Mr. Sulaiman reading the next paragraph.
My friend Anna has gone away on holiday for 2 weeks, and I'm looking after her cat. Yesterday, I couldn't find the cat anywhere. My friend is coming home in 3 days. I'm desperate. Should I phone her now and I will? What should I do?
Very good. Perfect. So first, I want both of you to write 2 paragraphs or 2 advices. I think the first advice is for this part is for Ms. Zainab. This part, number 1, is for Ms. Zainab. You're gonna write an advice for the person, and for Mr. Sulaiman, you will have number 2, the next paragraph. But before you write, I will give you some tips to write correctly, and be careful about your spelling. Maybe you can use a dictionary to help you to write correctly. After you write, you can send me your writings, okay, on WhatsApp. Is that okay?
Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good. So to help you writing, you should begin with I think or I don't think you should. And also, if you want to give a suggestion, do you know suggestion? The meaning of suggestion?
Yeah. You
اقتراح.
give
اقتراح. You wanna تقترح شيء. For example, you say, why don't you? Or maybe you could. So you have at least 5 or 10 minutes to complete this task.
Okay.
Okay, I think Miss Zainab sent me her writing exercise, and so I'm waiting for Mr. Sulaiman to finish. So I will give you more time.
No, sir, I'm finished.
Okay, you can send me your writing on WhatsApp, so I can read both of your writing assignments.
In your private WhatsApp or any group?
WhatsApp or group, maybe it's up to you.
I think in a group. No.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let me start with Ms. Zainab. Ready? But
Yeah, I'm ready.
check your mistakes, okay? So that's why I will write your writing assignment, then I will actually correct it. So Ms. Zainab wrote, I don't think you will borrow your friend money because maybe will be lost. Oh, sorry, maybe will not repay, sorry, repay for you, then maybe lost your friend. Also, you will lost your money. Oh, okay. Now we have some mistakes here, so I need to correct them because this is writing, and to improve your writing, I will write my assessment to it. I don't think you will borrow your friend money. So there's a mistake here. There is a mistake. I don't think you will borrow your friend money.
Lend. I don't think you will lend.
But
You-
it's an advice. We don't use will here, Ms. Zainab. Will is incorrect. So for advices, we
Should.
should use should.
Mm,
Do you understand? So you begin like think. I don't think you should. I don't think you should lend, not borrow, should lend, to give means
mhm.
your friend money, okay, because he might or he might not, because it's a possibility in the future, he might not
Yeah.
pay you back, full stop. So you finish this sentence, okay? So then you begin with another sentence. You say, there is a possibility for him to lose or waste your money, and you won't be able to get your money back. Is it clear?
To lose,
Mm.
waste your friend,
Or,
waste your money.
but because there's a mistake here, you said there's a mistake here. Will lost it's incorrect because you have to say will lose your money.
Mm.
Do you understand? Because the infinitive after will lose. Mhm. So
Mm.
is it clear?
Yeah.
Is it clear, Mr. Sulaiman?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Sulaiman wrote something really good and great for the second advice about the cat. So I will write it. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's move to Mr. Sulaiman. Mr. Sulaiman said, I think I should call her. I think I should call her and tell her to jump out jump out of the window. So or there was another key to the house somewhere else.
Yes.
I think this advice is rather funny because it's a problem. So you hear, I think the best answer is you should tell her the truth. That's it. So thank you very much for your writing assignments and your writing. So let's move to the lesson. So is it clear now?
Yes.
Very good. Now let's move to another thing. And this is about if the conditional. So we discussed the conditional sentences about if. And we need to be careful about this lesson because it's very important. If something can go wrong, 8B. So we need to begin with it. وش ده هسك؟ Now, if we change cues, this one will move quicker. Yes, that always happens. So what is the meaning of cue? Cue. If we change cue, this one will move quicker. What is the meaning of cue here? Anyone? A queue means the line you actually stand while waiting to get your ticket, or maybe, for example, the bank, as like the picture here. Can you see the receptionist or here?
Yeah.
And we have a long queue, many people waiting for their turn. So,
yeah,
exactly, people waiting in line. We call it queue. Is it clear?
Yes.
Very good. Now let's move to the reading part. So I will zoom in to be able to see better. I will read, so please listen. Are you there, Miss Zainab?
Yeah, I'm here.
Very good. It always happens. If you are in check-in queue and you change to another queue, which is moving more quickly, what will happen? The queue you were in before will suddenly start moving faster. What will happen if you take your umbrella because you think it's going to rain later? It won't rain, of course. It will only rain if you forget to take your umbrella. These are examples of Murphy's Law, which says if there is something that go wrong, it will go wrong. So do you understand this? Murphy's Law. Does anybody of you heard of Murphy's Law? قانون مurphy. لا احكي شوي بالعربي. قانون مurphy. Does anybody of you heard of Murphy's Law?
No, I didn't.
So like I will explain. For example, you want a taxi and you are desperate to find a taxi. There will be no taxis. So like, oh my God, where is the taxi? I can't find a taxi. But if you don't need a taxi, many taxis will appear.
Many taxi. Yes.
Do you understand? This we call it Murphy's Law. For example, you take your umbrella because you think it's gonna rain, but surprise, surprise, it won't rain, especially in Istanbul. So
Right.
Yeah.
So let's move to know about who is Murphy or who was Murphy. Let me read the second paragraph. Murphy's Law took its name from Captain Edward Murphy, an American aerospace engineer from 1940s. He was trying to improve safety for pilots flying military planes. Not surprisingly, he got a reputation for always thinking of the worst thing that could happen in every situation. Here are some more examples of Murphy's Law. For example, let's move. Here we have a very important exercise. We have A, B, C, D to H, and we need to actually start to match these sentences 1, 2, 8 with these. Ready? Are you ready?
Let's be. Yes.
Okay, now let me first start with Mr. Sulaiman. Number 1, if you get to the airport early, what do you think is the best answer?
If you get your to the airport early,
Mhm.
maybe I waiting. I go to the cafe.
Which letter? A, B, C, or which letter?
Yeah, that should be percentage. Then I said,
You match them here. For example, number 1,
Can you-
you match from here.
flight will be B.
Yeah, A. Very good. A. For example, if you get to the airport early, your flight will be delayed. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's for number 1. Number 2, let's move to Miss Zainab. Miss Zainab, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
read
ready.
number 2 and try to match it with A, B, C to H.
Number 2.
Mhm,
If you want to sleep on the plane,
mhm.
you want to sleep. Yeah. Uh, you will spill wine or coffee on it.
No, I don't think so, because here, if you want to sleep on the plane, I guess the best answer is G. There will be a hyperactive 5-year-old in the seat behind you. Because you won't be able to sleep. This is
Ah,
Murphy's Law.
mm,
Remember, something bad will happen. Always remember
yeah,
that something bad will happen. So
yeah, yeah.
now let's move to shopping. Girls' favorite hobby. So number 3, let me move to Mr. Sulaiman. Number 3.
If you are in a hurry,
Mhm,
the person in front of you
mhm.
answer maybe to find parking, space. Number C. Elephant C.
C. You
Synthetic
will
C.
no
C.
E.
C.
No
Not E.
E. I think E is the best
No,
answer.
I see E, not C.
Thank you. Well done. Well done. So I will read it. Oh, can you read it? I want you to read it.
Will have a problem with their credit card.
So can you read the full sentence? All the sentences, 3 and E.
Oh, okay. If you are a hurry, the
In a hurry.
person is
Mhm.
in a hurry. The person in front of you
Mhm.
will have a problem with their credit card.
Very good. Perfect. Ms. Zainab, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Number 4.
If you take something that doesn't work back to a shop,
Mhm.
it will work
Uh-huh.
when the shop assistant tries it.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Now, let's move to driving now. Now, let's move to number 5 with Mr. Sulaiman.
If you are late for something important,
If you are late for something important,
number C,
see?
right?
No, I think if you are, look, if you are, sorry, I think if you are
Important.
late for something important,
Late,
late, something
late,
bad will
yeah.
happen.
Uh,
I think it's,
if, yeah, they will already have a part.
no,
No,
it's
no,
not,
no.
it's not about a car.
No. Yeah, yes.
What do you think?
D. You will
D.
spell.
I
Yeah.
think it's D. All the traffic lights will be red because you are late.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Right.
So can you read
Yes.
number 5?
If you can I see? Yeah. If
Yes.
you are late for something important, and all the traffic lights will be red.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Miss Zainab, number 6.
Can Mr. Sulaiman answer it, please?
Yes, sure. Sulaiman, number 6.
If you park a long way from a restaurant, you will spill wine or coffee on it.
What's the relationship between wine and coffee with your car?
It's different, right?
Yes, exactly. So it's a car. If you
If
park a long way from a restaurant,
restaurant, yeah. Okay, restaurant maybe.
you will find a parking space right in
Fine, but
front of it.
answer, yes. The right answer, right?
Exactly, exactly. Miss Zainab, are you ready or not?
Not.
Okay, let's 7 with Mr.
If you are
Sulaiman again.
single, yeah, okay. If you are single and you meet somebody at a party who you really like, they will already have a partner.
Exactly.
If
That always happens to me. That always happens to me. So finally, Mr. Sulaiman, I think number 8, read it.
If you wear a new white shirt or dress, the last answer, maybe it's you will spell wine or coffee on it, right?
Exactly. This is an example. All these examples are examples of Murphy's law. So like something worse will happen, something bad will happen. So you need to remember how we form the conditional sentences here. So actually we have a look at it. So now I will give you time, like 10 minutes to reply to these sentences, to think of a reply. For example, I will read these sentences. If you find something in a shop that you really like, try to think of something bad. Number 2, if you stop waiting for a bus and start walking, let's go. If you call a telephone company helpline, if you leave your mobile phone at home, if you lose a glove and buy a new pair. So I need you to think of sentences to complete these sentences. Is it understood?
Yeah.
Very good. Take your time. You have 10 minutes.
find the right words to describe how much I mean for you. You have always been by my side ever since I came to the world, no matter how hard or try to fight it. Thank you for always being with me when I'm happy. Thank you for always being with me when I'm happy. Thank you for being the why I succeeded in my life. Thank you for caring about me and for always standing by my side. Thank you for sharing with me all my moments. I tried the best to make it to where I am now. Thank you for guiding me throughout my life and giving me the best advice I could ask for. Thank you for all the time you never say thank you. Because I told you, I thank you now more than ever more. I usually don't take time to thank you. Thank you for being an exceptional woman and a great friend.
Okay, I guess time's up. So we need to actually begin with you. Have you finished? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let me start with Mr. Suleiman. If you can actually complete the sentences of Murphy's laws, if you want.
Okay.
Mhm.
If you find something in a shop that you really like, model clothes.
Could you repeat?
Model clothes.
Loses. Ah, yes, exactly.
Clothes.
So the shop closes or the shop close. Very good. Number 2.
Yeah.
If you stop waiting for a bus and start walking,
Mhm.
the bus is coming.
The bus will come. Remember, you should
The bus
use will
Welcome.
for future. Yes, exactly. So the
Well,
bus will come.
okay.
Mhm. You're welcome. Number 3, Mr. Suleiman.
If you call a telephone company, helpline, uh, I think how the answer this sentence.
I think the answer would be they won't reply or they won't solve your problem.
Solve the problem.
Yeah, they won't solve your problem, I guess. So now let's
Any
move.
problem?
So if you call a telephone
Let's
company,
move to
number three, I mean, I will repeat it. If
Yeah.
you call a telephone company helpline, I think the best answer is
solve problem.
the problem won't be solved, for example. Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Very good. Now, number four, Ms. Zainab.
Number four, if you leave your mobile phone at home, VIP will call me.
Oh my God, a VIP person will call me. Very good. Excellent. So now number five, finally with Mr. Sulaiman.
You lose a glove and buy a new pair.
What do you think is the answer for this?
Maybe a different glove.
Oh,
New
yeah,
glove.
exactly. So maybe a girlfriend, your girlfriend will give you the new pairs as a gift.
Yes.
Exactly. Thank you very much for this. We have 15 minutes for conversation, as you know, because let's start making conversation. So first, Mr. Sulaiman, I think I need you to use if, like the lesson here to answer. So I will help you by asking you questions. Ready?
Okay.
What will happen? What will happen if you get lost? What will you do? What will you do if you get lost? I will write the question for you. Is it better? What
Yes.
What will you do if you get lost?
I will be asking any person.
I will ask for help by asking people on the road, or on the street to give me. I think it's a good directions. Exactly. So can you repeat the answer? What will you do if you get lost?
What will you do if you get lost? You ask me. I answer. I will ask for help by asking people on the street to give me directions.
Okay. What if what if the people on the street didn't understand your language?
Yeah. I use my phone.
I will use my phone.
I will my phone and use the Google Map.
Yes, I will use Google Maps. Very good. I will use Google Maps. Maps. But okay, another question. What if the battery of your phone ran out? What would you do?
I stop any person. I will stop any person. So I use his phone.
Okay. Oh, very good, very good. Now let's move to Miss Zainab. Miss Zainab, are you ready?
Finally.
Yeah, I'm
Finally,
ready.
yes. Now the question for you: what will you do? What will you do if?
Yeah, ask me without writing if you want.
Okay,
No
sure. What will you do if you get bored?
If I get bored, I will listen to a song.
Ah, nice. What kind of songs do you listen to?
Classical songs.
Classical songs. And the same question to Mr. Sulaiman. What will you do if you get bored?
I don't know.
You don't know. That's really. Oh, now, very good. Can you tell me some answers? You know, like for example, in Istanbul, what are some activities that you can do if you get bored? Can you give us, Mr. Sulaiman, any suggestions?
Maybe, yes.
But what? Yes.
Yeah, you can say.
For
Maybe,
Mhm.
yeah, for example, yeah, you can say, give me the example.
I will give you
Give-
examples. But how about Miss Zainab to give you some suggestions? What do you think, Miss Zainab, if you get
Yeah.
bored and you are in Istanbul, what kind of activities you would like to do if you are bored, or that you will do if you get bored?
Actually, when I get bored, I'm dancing in my home
Nice.
and
But
listening to some.
that's what you do at home. But in Istanbul, that's for example.
In Istanbul, I go to some place in Istanbul at the sea, maybe somewhere like this. It's
Very good.
restaurant.
Yes, very good. With
I
your
go
friends.
maybe garden, yeah,
Ah, nice. Garden
Yeah.
and yeah, perfect, perfect.
can be
So
in my home.
interesting. You know, like when I first came to Istanbul 6 years ago, and I didn't know where to go, or I didn't know anything about Istanbul, like the places to go. So, uh, luckily for me, my friend Mustafa has been living in Istanbul for maybe more than 8 years. So he lived in Istanbul before me. So when I came to Istanbul, he was like a tour guide, like a touristic guide. So he took me to many wonderful places in Istanbul, like Sultan Ahmed, Hagia Sophia, and maybe the bridge, the Bosphorus, and many, many wonderful places. I guess and I believe that if you do have money, enough money, yes, yes, the answer that you can enjoy your time in Istanbul. Unfortunately, for some people, the system of living in Istanbul is so like kind of boring because mostly we work most of the time, right? We work like we don't have enough
Really,
time.
yeah. Fine.
We don't have enough time to participate in activities. Like for example, we work like 8 hours, maybe 10 hours every day. And when the weekends arrive, we stay home, right? And we don't have enough energy to go out.
To go, yeah, yes,
Exactly,
to
exactly,
do activity, yeah.
exactly. So now before the lesson finishes, does anybody of you have questions?
No,
No,
sure,
for
it's
me,
okay.
thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm
I
very
hope
interesting, yeah.
very interesting lesson. I know only two of you. So we should thank Miss Zainab for coming because she made the lesson more enjoyable because only
Thank you
only
so
Mr.
much.
Mr. Sulaiman came.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I hope you have a great weekend and hope to meet you soon, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank
Tomorrow,
you.
sir, right?
Tomorrow at the same
At
time, yes.
the same time. Yeah.
Same
Okay,
time.
thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. See you.
You're welcome.
Bye bye.